Oh man, it's the aftermath. What's up, Jesse?
What's up?
Woo! So last week we had our BOOMBASTIC open house. It was a crazy success. Man, making some big parts. Look at this thing. Boom! Ran this big old piece of steel right here in the 8000T. The T is for turning, so big old 5-axis, turning it, milling it, all of it. Man, we had some incredible people that came from all over the world.
Absolutely.
All throughout the United States, Canada, throughout Mexico, Ecuador. I saw these people like they're just like, we're from Ecuador, what's up? You know, we're machinists and stuff, and I absolutely loved it. Germany, Switzerland, Netherlands, we had people from all over this planet that came to Texas. Turkey, I know, they were just like, we watch all your videos. Like, you can go to IMTS, you can go to EMO, you go to these big shows, and you see like machines just run air. And you see the machine, and you see a bunch of sales guys talking about the machines, and everybody's trying to sell something. But we wanted to do something different. We wanted to give these guys skills. We wanted people to come in, actually watch the machines run real products, real parts, real tools, look at speeds and feeds, give them all of that information, and have them leave here after a day being a better machinist, having more knowledge. So when you look at all of these shop owners, machinists coming in from all over the place, there is a common thread. And what was that? What was the question that all of them wanted to know?
Well, that's what's so unique about what we do here, is that we get all walks of life, from the chapter 1 to the chapter 100. You know, it's everything. So we saw everything from, how do I get in this trade? Or I'm a metal finisher and I want to be the best that I can be. What's the fastest way I can do that? Or how do I go about that? People bring in their actual parts. People bring in their actual laptops so we could see what they were making and saying, hey, I'm having this problem, how do I fix it?
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, these guys are coming in from shops, they have machines, and they're asking real machinists. I mean, you guys have seen me for a long time, but I've surrounded myself with great machinists from all over the country, and the greatest machinists I've assembled right here, and that is Titans of CNC. So it's cool because people can come in, they can actually look at our code, they can look at the machine, they can ask real questions. You had people that had questions about 5-axis, they were having major problems, and then you were giving them like the solutions, and then they texted you afterwards and let you know that, hey, that solved the problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, several times we went to the machine like, hey, I can show you right now. We went right to the control and started looking through it. And
one way that they can get better is they're already doing it. They're coming to our BOOMBASTIC event. They're watching our videos. It's like, you want to get better, you have to surround yourself with excellence. You have to surround yourself with the right type of people, and you got to look at videos and look at applications non-stop, and you need to just dissect them, understand them, take in the good, throw out the bad, and just have a yearning and a hungriness to actually consume as much information as possible when it comes to this trade. And the more that you consume, the more that you will know, and then you can just get better. Next year we're doing it even bigger, crazy knowledge classes. We're just going to educate. You're going to walk in here and leave a better machinist, able to make more money for your family, to take care of your company and take it all to a higher level. That's what we're about. Come to BOOMBASTIC. We're going to give you the skills to be greater, and we're going to show you things you've never seen before. Next year is going to be crazy, right?
It's gonna be
Take
wild.
it to a whole nother level.
Absolutely.
We're going to actually add a day. So instead of just Thursday and Friday, we're going to add a Wednesday. We're going to have a keynote. We're going to have a networking event. Just take it to another level. Come down to Texas, get the skills to compete for the next year, make money, all of that. Boom. Now, another really cool project that we had running at BOOMBASTIC was this bad boy right here. So nice, beautiful aerospace bracket running on the NHP 5000. And one of the cool things is, like, it's how it was set up. So we're not only showing the halters and the automation with the robots and how to actually quickly, you know, set everything up, but we're also showing the pallet system. So when you look at automation, first thing you got to look at is fixturing, and fixturing for a lot of different parts. Then you got to look at you know, tombstones and railroads and horizontals and how all of that works to create production that runs non-stop, all automated. When it comes to tombstones, it's like, how do you actually fixture it? So on this side, we actually machined this side, then we flipped it up with this special fixture right here. And we pop it in and we use these Mighty Bites right here to just lock the part in. Then we machine the backside. Backside comes out complete. You guys are here at BOOMBASTIC learning exactly how to do that, asking the right questions so you can duplicate the process in your own shop. Again, we're gonna have a YouTube video that's gonna explain this entire process and machine and how the whole thing just runs on auto, unattended, by itself. Oh man, Keith, what's up, brother?
What is going on, my man?
Crazy week last week, huh?
Insane, dude. I swear to God. So we're right here in the front. Everybody that came in, we had what, just over 1,000 people in 2 days.
All together, yeah,
insane.
crazy.
But they came in through the front. And this was the first 2 stations, so it was non-stop all day.
And we're running Titan 1M, so we're running the aluminum parts over here. And then
the 7,
we're running the titanium 604V titanium parts over here. Perfect finishes, boom, on the Siles X7 and then the Sile X5. You sold 2 machines to Costa Rica.
Yes.
Crazy.
Danilo from Costa Rica, thank you very much. 2 X5s he bought at the show. We've done 9 since the follow-up, so
crazy.
I think people like to come here, they like to see everything, but then afterwards they followed up with
so just in the last couple days, 9 machines sold and
you know
making it happen.
Popping too, it's the X9, the X9, the 3020 machine. It is a nice size machine.
Beautiful machine right there. And it's so good, man. People come in, they get to see the machines. They're at an affordable price. You got shop owners, you got machinists, and the primary person that's actually purchasing these machines are machinists
100%.
that want to start their own companies,
100%.
put the machines in their garage, and just get a small spot, and now they can afford to actually do it.
They're dreaming and they're following their dreams and they're being able to do it by getting one of these. It is crazy. Every guy I talk to on a daily, that is what they're doing. They have a job, but they want something extra.
We've been delivering these machines all over the place.
Yes.
Super rock solid. Everybody's like 100% happy with them.
I followed up with guys that had already gotten delivered. They're like, Keith, better than I expected. I did a stainless part, 1 through 50, held 2/10 on the diameter on 1 through 50. Didn't chase a thing throughout the day. Like, these things have been better than advertised.
So good.
Honestly, it's been great.
I was telling them earlier that, you know, you go to IMTS, you go to EMO, you go to these places, you watch the machines run air. Over here, we're actually running parts. We actually put a QR code up on a sign, and you can hit that QR code and you can see all the speeds and feeds, all the tools that are running. So later on, you can actually go back to them and be like, oh, they're running that steel part, they're running the titanium part. Like, what was the speeds and feeds? What was the cutter? What was the insert type that they were using? And you have all that information to take back. So you're giving them knowledge.
Yes.
So they come in here, they leave better machinists, better shop owners. They leave inspired, even learning from our social media crazy empire over here. People don't even know. They walk in and they're like, what is going on right here? You know?
I am telling you, I thought that was one of the best things. When people come to a show, they look at a machine, they see it cutting air. There's not, this one, you literally, with the QR code, having all the information of what that part was and what we were doing with feeds, and the guys were off the chart and impressed.
And then next year, we're going to do it bigger. 2025.
Oh,
BOOMBASTIC.
let's go.
Take all skills to the highest level. BOOMBASTIC, the baddest CNC machining show on the planet.
Guaranteed.
Boom. But then you come over here, you got the mist collectors, the Aero X, all of it, and you see it in use, crazy affordable on our website, crazy deals. And then we came over here, and Jesse's running the machine over here, and he's running over here. What were you running?
On our academy, we've got the 5-axis series, and we take you step by step through what a 5-axis is. We make a simple square to the famous Titan trophy, the second piece, and then on to the third piece.
Full setup. You want to learn how to set up a 5-axis machine, you go right there. The 139M
139.
teach you how to set up that machine right there.
So then you do the 200, and then the third part is the 201, which is what we were making here, which is the Christmas tree.
And in the series, it's like aluminum. I keep interrupting. I'm so excited. I keep interrupting, but it's aluminum. But then we had to step it up. So
yeah, we stepped it up to titanium on this one.
Oh man! So you do the first stop over here. Nice big old piece of titanium. Thank you to TMS Titanium for the support and for the material. And then this is being machined right here. Thank you, Stuart, for coming back. Original OG, baby. Talking people through the process of how to actually machine it, and then giving people speeds, all the tooling, all of it, the whole list through the QR code. Jesse, you're like everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
Halter. And then we got Jesse again. What's up, Jesse?
What's up?
Man, floating.
I'm everywhere.
How good was that? You got to just walk around, the machines are running, and you just talk to people, just gave knowledge to people nonstop. It was like so exciting.
Oh, yeah.
It was incredible.
Absolutely. I got to go to each station and talk about different aspects of the things that I put into each program.
Yeah.
That was specific to that process.
Yeah. Crazy. Over here, we had the Minx piece over here running titanium, and then we have like all these titanium pieces right here, and then we got this bad boy running. So this was a video that I put out not too long ago, showing the process, walk through the entire process, but you're able to come over here, actually hear it cutting, see it cutting, look at the finishes and check it all out.
What set us apart is like this part right here. You know, we did a video on it, you taught all the processes, but then people actually got to come in and not just see machines running air. They got to see the cuts that we take on our videos every day. And we were
running for hours, right?
Yeah.
Running for hours, like the cuts. Some people are like, you're too aggressive, you're too this, you're too that. Well, come over here and actually watch the tool in action, hear it, touch the machine, and just see it cutting and see it making magic. Super good.
Yeah.
Boombastic, baby.
That's it.
What's up, Barry?
What up, dog?
Dude, was that a crazy show last week?
Man, it was incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah, it blows IMTS out of the water.
Oh man, and it's funny because like everyone was saying that. Everybody was like, this is the craziest show. They're watching actual parts run. Right here, you got like a crazy magnet setup. And you're actually doing, what, 3 stages of a part?
Yep, 3 operations.
Awesome. Doing a YouTube video now so that we can actually show you guys the entire process and you guys can actually learn from it. But if you were here in person, we brought in Jacob. What's up, Jacob Sanchez? Thank you so much for your help and support. And he actually ran this machine and was just talking to the different attendees, shop owners, machinists who had questions about the magnet. We had Shunk over here. So when you were actually talking, like these guys were just picking your head. They've watched you for like years now, right? And they've seen all these different videos and they had questions about code. They had questions about the machines. They had questions about like work holding and programming and modeling and everything. Like it was insane.
Oh yeah.
What was like the biggest thing that people were like asking?
I'd say the one thing that people were asking about the most was tooling. Because now that they were finally here and able to see these cutters doing what we do in the videos in person, it was like, wow, okay, so this is real. So how do you figure out your chip thinning? You know, how do you know how hard you can push these tools? I had a distributor for Kennametal here, and they brought a couple of their customers, and we were talking about the Core 5. And they were telling me that in Novo, they could see that they could run up to 6 thou per tooth. And I was like, well, right here on this machine, we're running it at 30 thou per tooth.
2,000 inches a minute.
And they were like, what? Like, that's possible? And I was like, you're looking at it right now. And I ran that machine for 2 days and never changed out a tool.
100%. And it's like there are levels to the game, and Kennametal will actually put a standard as they see it, but it takes the machinist, it takes the creator of the program and somebody who has all the experience to look at all the different variables and the history of all that they know and take what their talent is and put it all into that machine and take whatever other people said and take it to greatness. And that's how you make money. And when you come in here and you're able to talk to Barry, you're able to talk to myself, talk to Jesse, talk to Tyson, talk to these guys and pick their heads and see what is possible. Machining is not a standard where you just, everyone runs like this. That's why AI will have a hard time. You have these guys making code and saying that it's going to be all AI created. Well, AI doesn't think like us, and there are exceptional machinists that pull these different tricks from places and they bring it into the program, and they're able to do things that everyone says is impossible. And when you can do that, that's when you make money. That's when you separate yourself, you find a niche, and that's when your customers love you because you're charging them less money. And that's when all the other companies are looking at you like you're gonna go out of business because you don't charge enough, and yet you're making a killing because you just figured out how to actually do something and nobody else can do. And that's the name of the game.
Heck yeah.
And boom, that's what we do. Let's check this out. So we got all of these parts right here, raw material, that are all stacked in the halter robotic system, and then you got all these parts right here being machined, and basically all these parts that you see were machined at the BOOMBASTIC event, all on automatic. So when my son Tyson was over here, and you guys know Tyson, woo, running the 9-axis SMX. What's up, man? Great job, crazy. The whole show was amazing, right? Yeah. And yeah, you literally had customers just walking up. There was no barriers here. If they stepped in, the robot would stop. And you just sat over here and talked to everybody while the machine just made part after part after part. Crazy.
Yeah, and had a lot of fun meeting everyone there and hearing all of their stories.
Like shop owners from all over the world. Crazy. Machinists from all over the world, all over America, coming over here and actually learning about technology, asking crazy questions and stuff, and meeting the man, the myth, the legend right here. We showed how the halter robotic system, like now you can set these things up in like 5 minutes. They're so easy. And then you can just automate things, like even if you had like 50 parts, you can just automate it, walk away from the machine and let it just run. Then you can take the robot, put it on a different machine, this and that. The robots right here, they actually are on our website, so we actually sell the robots, titansofcnc.com, check it out. And then there's videos coming. We're gonna show you how to set the whole thing up, how to program it, how to do all of it. All right, Tice. Yep. Oh man, so then we had Travis. Travis, I'm trying to shoot a video of you, man. Come on.
I'm here, oh man.
What's
How you
up?
doing, brother? What's up,
good,
man?
Good. Hey, I'm just doing a recap from BOOMBASTIC last week.
Yes, sir.
Didn't even tell him I was doing a video. But check this out. So we got all of these little stainless, what are these? 316 stainless.
316 stainless. Yes,
nice
sir.
thread inside, nice thread, boom, little spanner wrencher. And we used to make these parts like thousands, tens of thousands of these parts. And now, Travis was just talking with everybody while the other halter, so you got the halter on this side, and then you got the halter over here, a little bit different setup. And Travis was just over here talking to people, educating people. What a crazy event, right?
Oh man, it's absolutely crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
I mean, people from all over the world.
All over the world.
Literally all over the world.
And then question after question after question.
Yeah, no, it's great.
It's super
fantastic.
good.
The people, the stories were great, the people were great, the event was great.
Genuine, salt of the earth, best people in the world. That's who's in this industry right here.
Amen.
So good, man.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
2025 BOOMBASTIC.
Oh,
it's only been a couple days and we're like, we're gonna do it bigger.
Already
we're gonna go bigger.
Already
Let's
plotting.
go.
Already plotting.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
Let's add another day.
Yeah.
Let's take it to greatness. It already was like, people are saying it was the best show that ever been to in their lives. And we're like, we're gonna make it better.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it bigger.
We're totally gonna make it better.
Super good.
Amazing.
Boom.
Boom.
Love you, man. When you came over here, we actually had dynamic 3D over here doing 3D scanning. Even my daughter was over here, Gabrielle, and they scanned her, put her into the computer, and then we're gonna actually do a 3D print of my daughter. Super awesome. 3D scanners on our website, all of it. Crazy, crazy deals. And then we're in cleanup mode already. And over here I got Chris, grinding department. I got Sam from Dayton, Ohio coming in. How was that BOOMBASTIC event?
It was
crazy, right?
Crazy good.
The people were amazing, right?
Oh man, so many cool people came.
Yeah, yeah,
awesome.
all over the world.
All over.
Crazy.
Super
In 2025, we're gonna do it bigger.
I'm ready.
Crazy big.
I'm ready.
Take it to the top level.
To the top.
Oh man.
Oh man.
And he had the Bloom running, he had the Studer running, he had the Walter running, he had all of it running. I want to give a special shout out to Terralet too. You guys were here in force, educating everybody on grinding wheels, on the grinding process, on all of it. And love you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for the support. We even had the MyStar going, and then you come into inspection, these doors were open. And then, we got Mr. BOOMBASTIC, fantastic right here. What's up, Don A?
What's up, Titan?
Dude, crazy week last week.
Dude, it was insane.
Dude, it was insane. And you had like 5 machines to run.
I couldn't even talk after that week. There's so many.
This guy talks so much, and I said, you literally, you're gonna meet your match because we're gonna put you against 1,000 people and see how you do.
Yeah, it was nuts.
I know. And then on Friday at the end, he was like so quiet.
You even called it out in the meeting. You're like, this is the first time you've been
This is the first time that he's actually closed his mouth. We had 1,000 people talking to him. So good. What's up, Travis?
What's up, man?
Back over here. So during Boombastic, right now it's already cleaned up and stuff, but we had a bunch of guys from Michitoyo over here. We were like showing how to actually inspect. We're going through everything, going through the CMM, all of it. We had some special parts on the CMM, just showcasing absolutely everything. Then you come over here to the Heimer tool crib over here, and we had Brent from Heimer. Brent, what's up, man? Love you. Bob, love you, man. You guys are like awesome. And you guys are over here talking to people, educating them on the new system over here. Excuse it for being off. We're just cleaning up today. The wind tool, where basically you can keep track of all your end mills, boom, boom. It's all touch screen, and then the drawer pops open, gives you your end mill. Everything is like automated. Everything is perfect. Love the tool crib and all that. But yeah, people get to come over here, they get to touch, they feel all that. This guy was over by the Siles, and we're running the titanium and aluminum Titan 1M, and then we're taking people through and showing them how any shop can actually create their own apprenticeship program with our free education platform. And we're just taking them right through, showing them how to actually go into the academy, all the different types of academies that we have. And then, meaning we have the basic one, we have the aerospace one, we're getting Swiss now, we have the grinding, all of it, CNC expert, the certifications, it's all free. And we just was walking through, showing them everything. You come out of Heimer, and then we had Mastercam right here, and they were over here teaching everybody about Mastercam. Come over here, we had Shunk, and Shunk actually had a bunch of different, they were exhibiting a lot of different pieces of work holding equipment and talking to everybody about Shunk. Then you come to this side, and we're running the Puricos, big old pumps. These guys just pump everything out of your sump, all the chips, everything. It cleans all the coolant, puts it right back. We sell it on the store, titansofcnc.com. Every single shop should actually have one of these pumps, but we were actually showing them in use and blowing people's minds. They've never seen something this powerful, this robust, that actually just cleans all your coolant, puts it right back clean without chips. Absolutely incredible. And then all on this side, we had all the tables. We had a chef, we had waiters, waitresses, we had like bartenders. Like this whole place was decked out, and we did it for free. Everything was for free. And I got Trevor over here. I got Kevin. What's up, Kevin? What's up? One of the nicest guy in the industry from GF. And what's up, man?
What's up?
Oh, dude, and Boombastic was crazy, right?
It was epic.
It was epic. Like 1,000 people coming through our shop right here in Texas, learning about technology, learning about machining, horizontals, 5-axis, robots, EDM, grinding machines, Heller, Swiss, all of it. Yep. And just consuming that knowledge, consuming like just seeing technology in person, actually running, not dry running, you know, at like one of the IMTS shows or something, but actually running. Yep. It's just on a different level. What type of questions were you getting?
Oh man, people, person after person were walking up to the EDM, and they just wanted to know how it works, what it's for, just what's the learning curve to get into EDM. They were so interested in the technology. They weren't just coming around just to see what's going on. They were actually passionate and wanted to know exactly how everything worked.
And what is EDM?
Electrical discharge machining.
Oh man,
they were coming up to the machine, they couldn't even comprehend what it was. They're like, is that a laser? Like, how is it removing material? So it was really fun to sit there and explain that to everybody.
Super good. And then a lot of times you'll just see the wire, like a 10,000 wire coming down, boom, and it'll just be making a small little cut. But then you come over here and he's doing an insane cut right here, and he's doing it at an angle. You want to explain a little bit about what you did right there?
Yeah, so this is crazy because it's 15 inches high and we're cutting it a 30-degree taper. Now, most EDM machines on the market, they don't even have enough UV travel to make a cut like this. So we really thought that cutting a tall part would allow people to see the spark, see what's going on, and it would showcase a crazy capability of this machine.
Yeah, super good. So you're taking the cuts and then taking it in layers also, and just absolutely insane. And then over here, so you got the wire EDM over here from GF, and then you come over here, oh, you got that P350, and you want to show like what you got going on right there?
Yeah, so right here we got a 4-2 Acme thread that we came in with this electrode, and we just orbited around this part, and we were able to burn that 4-2 Acme thread profile right into this piece of steel.
Crazy. So we'll do a video, put it on YouTube to explain that this is solid material. This guy just goes in there and cuts it. It is an insane process, insane technology, and everybody that came to Boombastic got to see it. And in 2025, we're going to take everything to an even higher level. Add another day, add classes, everything. People are going to come in here, they're going to leave better and able and equipped to compete in the global market and make money for that family. Boom.
Let's go.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And then we got the big hellers over here. What's up? Then we got Barry again.
What up?
Running some crazy, beautiful parts.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
Oh, man. We saw Barry over on the BVM, and now he's over here on the Heller. We're over here running this crazy structure part over here at 2,000 inches a minute, getting after it.
Yeah.
Like way faster than the parameters of the tool. But when you look at the machine, you look at the rigidity, you look at the HSK 100. Barry had an audience just watching the machine, asking him questions. A couple guys I saw here for like an hour, like they were just picking your head, like nonstop.
And what was cool is not a single person that was over here saw me change a tool this entire show.
Yeah, just running. And that's the same tool.
Same tool
right
still,
there.
Yep.
And now he's making a YouTube video to actually talk about the entire process and programming and how to get it done quickly and efficiently so you guys can duplicate the process in your own shops and make money and put food on your own tables wherever you are in this world. Because we love you like that.
Yeah.
So good. All right, brother.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
Boom. So outside we had the big Kennametal truck. We had just a mass amount of people from Kennametal just helping everyone, giving them information, showing them the different tools, all that. That was all right here. Tables galore. Was absolutely insane. And then you come back inside, SolidWorks had a booth over here, and then we come to this side and you can see this is where all the Swiss machines are. So coming around here, and then we had SolidCam in the house. Like SolidCam, let me tell you, these guys were in force. Like they were in force, and it was amazing. And they were just helping people, you know, like get educated on SolidCam, get educated on programming parts, and programming the parts that are actually running on the Swiss machines right here. So man, it was just super high level, super awesome. And then we had Donnie, the man himself.
Hey.
What's up, Donnie?
Hey, Titan.
You talk to people online, but now you're having people come into the facility and talk to you about their stories, you know, ask you questions. They've been watching you now for a couple years online. Like, what was your experience? Like, what did you think about the whole Boombastic show?
I gotta say, you know, like you said, right? I've known you for a year and a half now, right? And that year and a half has been, you know, it's been a blast, right? We've been making YouTube videos, having fun. Every single day is a blast here. But and don't take this the wrong way, but I didn't really know what I was a part of until that show.
Yeah, so
it wasn't until I had person after person after person, people coming up to you teary-eyed, saying, I saw a video 4 years ago with your boss and I bought a Tormach, put it in my garage, and like, you think that's just a one-off story, and then the show keeps going. And people keep coming up to you, and I was really shocked at how, like, you know, we were talking about demos before the show, and it didn't even matter what the demos were. It mattered. People were coming in here for this experience, and it was just jaw-dropping to see what I'm really a part of and what we're doing, and how it's not just about making YouTube videos and having fun. We're changing lives. And I know it sounds corny, but I'm telling you, if you could hear these stories, story after story, it's crazy. It's bigger than me.
Yeah, it's insane. People end up watching your videos every single day. They get to know you. They learn from you. They improve their processes from watching your videos. And by doing that, they end up making more money. You know, you go over to Germany, go to Europe, and go to these places, and everyone knows you. And they're literally like, we go to Emo, and they're bringing us gifts from their different countries because you helped educate them, you helped them take care of their families, and it's something intimate. It's super good.
It's hard to explain with words. It's really hard to explain with words.
And then you were running like 5 machines and running all over the place and like talking to 1,000 people and just making it happen, and talking to the partners and talking to different workers from different companies that we work with and stuff, and just
it was intense.
It was intense.
It was intense.
Like we said earlier, Donnie was very quiet on Friday afterwards. Awesome, man. Thank you so much, man.
Dude, thank you, man.
Boom. Oh, I got Trevor over here. What's up, Trevor? Let me get in here, man. Big old part right here. So what is this for? Oil and gas, right?
Yeah, it's like a prototype flange pipe coupling for oil and gas application. Just, you know, test the fitness, make sure everything's good to go.
So they'll be making it out of steel or whatever they choose, but they're able to just print it up, actually bolt it all together, make sure everything's perfect before they actually do the real deal.
Yes, sir.
And you guys are making it over here on the FX20 during the show. And you had a bunch of other printers running at the same time, and you're actually looking at the binder jetting also.
Yeah, that's gonna be a crazy machine, man. Super, super high level, granite table, all that. I mean, it's top notch.
Yeah, super good. And I think a lot of people can go in and look at our actual Mark Forged section for additive and actually learn all about the different printers and stuff. The binder jetting, when it comes to that technology right there, Mark Forged is the best. The way they've built their machine is just absolutely incredible. A lot of people actually put a lot of money into the software, where they did the software and they built a crazy rigid fast machine, probably the best quality in the market, period.
Yeah, and for production metal 3D printing, nothing beats it.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing is crazy.
What does that have, like 17,000 nozzles or something printing at the same time?
Yeah, I think it's 70,000.
70,000?
70,000.
Crazy. This, the technology, like that's now taking additive to a whole different level. A lot of the big automotive companies are using them now. You guys can actually go to our website. You can check out Mark Forged on our website. Check out the additive section, and we have lots of deals still going on our website, so check them out right now. Sale ends soon. Thank you guys so much. 2025 BOOMBASTIC is going to be absolutely insane. We are adding another day, and as soon as you see registration open up, there's only going to be limited slots. So make sure you get your place in line, because BOOMBASTIC 2025 is going to be absolutely insane. Everything we've ever done is going to be on a higher level.
Yes,
super
sir.
good.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Boom. They did not know that they were getting filmed right now. This is the media room right here. So everybody basically came through here, through this tunnel right here. They're able to see how we actually edit all the videos, how we put everything together, see a lot of the different parts that we machine, go into the conference room, they could see the table. And then they left through this door, and they got to go hang out in Texas. So anyway, I just want to tell each and every one of you guys, thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for the love. I loved having you guys come to the shop. I feel so blessed to have found God's path for my life to serve you, to build a team to serve you and serve this industry. That's what we're about. Thank you guys so much for your support. 2025 is going to be absolutely insane. We're going to do everything bigger. We're going to teach on a higher level. We're going to show more technology, and we're going to help you take your skills to the next level. So keep track of our videos, keep track of our website. As soon as you see registration pop up, it's only going to be limited space. So make sure you guys get in quick. It's going to be the biggest, craziest machining show on the planet. Nothing else like it. I love you guys. Boom.